Hi guys, so I decided to pretty much make this video a twofer, so here we go. First up is a new knife that I got made by Bushcraftmyway. He custom made this knife for me. It's a 9-inch blade. It's got it's a 5-inch handle, give or take. It weighs about a pound and a quarter, almost 20 ounces, and that's what it looks like. He did a really good job with the patina. I'm not sure how well you guys can see that. It's a pretty decent blade as far as sharpness. It's decently sharp, and it's got a massive pommel on the back that I can actually use to stand in for a hammer if I have to, in case I lose my axe or something. The balance point is right at the first pin, so it's very easy to throw. And actually, when I've been throwing it for the past few days, I can't miss. I can't miss with this. So, you know, and this point really punches straight through just about anything. So it's and for its size and its weight, it's really light in the hand. I mean, it just moves right in the hand. This thing is like a Ferrari. I mean, it's crazy. Anyway, so that's the blade, and it came with a sheath. It's got a nice leather sheath on it, and it's got a nice pouch that I can have everything in there. Right now I've got a sharpening file, a sail needle with bank line on it, a cigarette lighter, and a ferro rod in the back. So I'm pretty well covered for most things that I can fit on a knife anyway. And that pretty much covers the new knife. There will be new videos coming out of this. Will pretty much be my go-to knife for showing you guys knife videos. And actually, the blade itself is just as long as the trainers, so it's perfect. So anyway, with that being said, alright, so I was talking to you guys about Mushin and wanting to start teaching you guys that. Okay. Mushin is one of those things that happens. It can be trained, or it can be a natural progression over a whole bunch of years of doing the same technique over and over. The Japanese method typically is to pick a technique and do that technique 10,000 times, and then after you've done it 10,000 times, well, then you know how to use that technique. Yeah, that works, and yeah, that will give you an understanding of Mushin. Basically, the idea of it is I don't know if you've ever been to the point of total exhaustion, but when your body gets to that point, your brain like swims. I mean, when you're at that point, you cannot think. In fact, your body is just going with rhythm. That's all it's doing. It's on autopilot. And I think that's kind of how the Japanese designed that idea. There's another way, and that's the way that I learned. I learned it the hard way. The other way is to actually hone your perception and to hone your mind. So there's 3 parts to it, and we'll get into the first part in this video. It's going to be perception. Remember how I taught you to look from a wide range, how to switch to wide range version of vision? Basically what you're going to do, more or less, is you're going to sit down on a park bench or somewhere else, or somewhere. You're going to stretch your arms out, as far as you can to your sides. Okay? This is where you want to be able to look and see your fingers while still looking straight ahead. Okay? Now, an easy way to hone yourself to get to this point is to bring your hands right in front of your face, and then as you're looking forward, keep on extending them until they've gotten to the point where you can no longer see them, and then work from that point. Okay? The reason why wide range of vision is important is because it gives you a better, as a quick recap, the reason why wide range of vision is important is because you have to be able to see multiple assailants in the blink of an eye. Notice I'm not talking focused vision. You don't have to focus. In fact, your eyes focusing on anything is actually slowing you down. Okay? You're trying to speed your mind up, not slow it down. The mind can only process about 5 to 7 things consciously at one time, at most. Some people it's not even that. So, with that being said, if you're not focusing on any one thing, you can still see everything. Okay? It's the same type of idea that Master Park was teaching in his 360 block video. Instead of trying to think, right, instead of trying to focus on everything, focus on nothing, or at the very least one thing. That's why the ancients would say, always look to the eyes, always look to the eyes, always look to the eyes. Well, the reason why you look to the eyes is not so that you can see what's going on with the eyes, it's so that you can see everything else going along around you going on much better, much faster. That's why they told you that. Okay? Alright. So that covers perception. Oh, by the way, when you're in wide range version, also sharpen your hearing to be able to hear around you 360 degrees. And you will actually feel, and here's something I would like you to do, is to actually feel what it feels like to have that perception around the back of your head too. Okay? So basically, if it's from this here, my eyes catch it. If it's from there back, my ears catch it. Okay? That's what you need to be focusing on. Now, over time you realize that the ears compass 360. Not there yet. Focus on sharpening your perception. Another way to do it that I actually recommend along with this is meditation. I'm not talking religion here. Get that out of your head. Meditation is not religion. Okay, now I've said that. Sit somewhere comfortable. Look at the wall across from you. Pick a point on the wall. Nothing exists but that point. And let go of all thoughts. Any thoughts that come in, if you have to dwell on them for a second, fine, then let them go. Focus on your breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. Focus on your breathing. Try to breathe in for 30 seconds straight, breathe out for 30 seconds straight. Something like that. Don't become fixated on anything. Just let information come and go out of your mind. So it's like water. It just flows in, it flows out, flows in, flows out. And actually, if you fall asleep during meditation, that's completely fine. In fact, that's okay. Alright? So try that. But that is how you sharpen your perception. That'll be the first step. The next step will be in the next video. Thank you. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate your views. I appreciate your time. Defend your homes wisely.